Alright, today is April 26, 2026. It is 6:44 a.m. This is like video number 5. I'm trying to keep them 30 minutes. So hopefully this is the last video from my list. So let's go on X. Alright, we're gonna start with this. Brace yourselves for Charles' visit to the US next week. There's the laugh here. You just know Trump won't let this pass without drama. An American journalist and politician think Charles' name is King George, who approved this humiliation tour again. 29 seconds.
These victims.
Do you think it's appropriate for King George to meet with members when they come up here as they pursue the Epstein investigation because of his brother?
I wouldn't meet with him. So I don't
Why
know.
not?
I have 1776. I have nothing to do with King George or the royal family. I am American first, and I have no need to meet with him.
Will you attend the speech?
I probably not. I don't know.
Because
I mean, maybe I'll show up. I don't know. You guys are in there. Sometimes we get great photos. So have a great day.
Thank you.
These victims.
None of them correct each other. That's me here. May King George have a wonderful visit. New Yorkers will soon have a fast track on King George's history treatment of the Sussexes. You see, I put it in quote, by the way. I know it's King Charles. I will not be surprised if the Oprah interview will be making top YouTube viewership again. Princess Di will be making a comeback. I was running out of character. King Charles III, King George doesn't listen. And there's this here, he doesn't listen. I'll tell you exactly where that cult falls for the average American. Below the shoe, King George. People are laughing. When Meghan said American did not know much about the royal family, the British thought she was lying. Let's pause this. So as well as putting up Australian flags, they know not what Tampon Gates' name is. It's what Chuck and his witch deserve, complete humiliation. Such a bad idea. I don't know what they think it can possibly achieve. His name in my house is King Prince Charles. Okay, well. We can't wait to see King George state visit. It is going to be interesting. Oh my God. Imagine he goes on TV and they call him King George. That will go viral. Next tweet. Okay, the king and his consort official social didn't wish the child a happy birthday, not even a retweet. But yeah, wanted Harry not to work because it was the child's birthday. I understand very little is expected of the child's father because he was out playing with cars, buttoned, overshadowing his son's birthday. No one batted eyelid, but hey, the child's uncle has to pause everything because of said birthday. Get the F out of here. Derangers are so funny. So they're talking about Louis. When that was happening last week, I was like, whose birthday it was? I had to Google, okay? I didn't know it was Louis they were talking about. So they expect Harry to stop everything to wish Louis a happy birthday. Meanwhile, them, the working world, didn't even put anything on their platform to wish him a happy birthday. I don't know. I didn't look. If they did, the squad would have shared it. And William went on an engagement playing with cars, race cars, and the squad brought it up and passed videos. He could have taken the child with him, play hooky for one day. All right, this I even saw Daily Fair or one of those rags talking about what Harry and Meghan could do to celebrate Louis' birthday. There's the half here. Like what? Look at this. When Meghan and Harry was celebrating Lily's first birthday in the UK, they didn't even bother showing up. Remember that? Jeez. Even the child's father, who is known for being work shy, chose the very day of his son's birthday to go play with race cars. And they expect Harry to cancel everything just for this birthday. Derangers showing exactly what they are. Unhinged derangers, lol. The reason Charles and Camilla then post birthday message to their grandsons is because their relationship with Frank have been very hostile. Well, they could have hostile relationship with the adults, but the child is a child. Ever since Kitty did her 6 months disappearance act after planning abdominal surgery. They know what's going on. They are part of the issues that's going on over there. As if the coronation then happened on Archie's birthday. There's that as well. These deranged people need help. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on. I don't want to do another video. With the exception, maybe there's a thread I saw. Maybe I could do it. Alright, I wonder what is hard to understand. Royals working, that's Harry and Meghan, not equal to working royals. There's that here. Not the same. Oh, did they remove it? You're unable to view this post because this account only limit who can. So they respond to it. So now they black. Not everybody can see it. All right, next tweet. There's no comment under that one. Okay, let's pause. There is nothing like a working member of the royal family or non-working member of the royal family. There's only taxpayers-funded members of the royal family and self-funded. Thanks for coming to my lecture. Turn to page 394. PD, your lecture is what? I mean, people, we know what she's talking about. Okay, Harry and Meghan fund themselves. They're not taking money from anybody, and they're doing their things. They raise money. They have Meghan have, as ever. Harry works for Better Up and whatnot. So. And the others, they're taking taxpayers' money. So I understand very well. Harry has just put that misused word and it's grave. There's a life here. They will have to find a new term for the prefect of that family. Prefect family. I think it's talking about the interview that he did. It's in one of my videos. I'll try to put it by itself. He said, miss me with all that bullcrap. That's how they shall be called from now on. Well said. All right. So there's that. Next tweet. Derangers talking about royal family. Okay, let's pause. Derangers are triggered by the fact that Harry is the main character in the royal family. I'm not even going to waste my time responding to your nonsense. Deal with it. What did that say here? In the modern royal family, Prince Harry is arguably the most globally visible royal figure when it comes to advocacy and bringing awareness to global issues. That is true. Okay, he absolutely is. He receives the most media attention and coverage. Good on him for stepping into the light. The leftovers will soon start crying. I remember one of the videos that I did when after they left. And I was like, because the others, the left behinders, wanted the spotlight in the UK. But as Harry was exiting, he was taking the light with him, or the light was following him. And that's what's happening. Yes, it's eating them alive. It makes me mad that the royal family never talks about Harry. It's very insulting to him. Harry have moved on. These leftover behinders are playing childish stuff. Harry's beyond that.
First step would be pitching the Royal Foundation board, which oversaw my charitable projects and Willie's and Kate's. It was our foundation, so I told myself, no problem. Also, the calendar was on my side. This was early summer 2013. Willie and Kate, weeks from having their first child, were going to be out of commission for a while. The foundation, therefore, didn't have any projects in the pipeline. Its roughly £7 million was just sitting there, doing nothing. And if these international warrior games worked, they'd enhance the foundation's profile, which would energize donors and replenish the foundation's accounts many times over. There'd be that much more to go around when Willie and Kate came back full-time. So I was feeling supremely confident in the days leading up to my pitch. But when the actual day came, not so much. I realized how badly I wanted this for the soldiers and their families, and if I'm being honest, for myself. And this sudden attack of nerves kept me from being at my best. Still, I got through it, and the board said yes. Thrilled, I reached out to Willie, expecting him to be thrilled as well. He was sorely irritated. He wished I'd run all this by him first. My assumption, I said, was that other people had done so. He complained that I'd be using up all the funds in the Royal Foundation. That's absurd, I spluttered. I was told only a £500,000 grant would be needed to get the games going, a fraction of the foundation's money. Besides, it was coming from the Endeavour Fund, an arm of the foundation I'd created specifically for veterans recovery. The rest would come from donors and sponsors. What was going on here, I wondered. Then I realised, my God, sibling rivalry. I put a hand over my eyes. Had we not got past this yet? The whole heir versus spare thing? Wasn't it a bit late in the day for that tired childhood dynamic? But even if it wasn't, even if Willie insisted on being competitive, on turning our brotherhood into some kind of private Olympiad, hadn't he built up an insurmountable lead? He was married, with a baby on the way, while I was eating takeaway alone over the sink. Pa's sink. I still lived with Pa. Game over, man. You win.
Oh, joy, joy. Are you okay, honey? Perhaps stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Just black them all. All right, next tweet. Okay, there's that. Is it just me, or are some of the Harry and Meghan haters absolutely glitching this week? Even Angela Levine is at it. She actually tweeted something that seems to make a bit of sense for once, but she is getting zero engagement for it. It is pretty obvious that it's only because her post did not fit the usual narrative that the lot of them thrive on. Prince Harry, Ukraine. Alright, what did Angela Levine? Okay, so she retweeted GB News. Harry is talking as a private citizen like Boris Johnson does, which is pretty much, yeah, private citizen. Prince Harry sent direct message to Vladimir Putin and issue Ukraine rallying cry and Kiev. Okay, I saw the speech on my last video. It's either gonna be on PYTE and I might put it on a video by itself. It has only 73 likes. Let's pause this. She is really a cuckoo bird. It does not matter what she says at all because she is hateful and evil. She's turning off her comments for the last few weeks when she comments on Harry, Meghan, nasty comments all week. I say I don't even bother looking at that thing. If the squad don't take screenshot and share, create the conversation, I'll not know and I don't care to. Had Meghan been there with Harry, she wouldn't have said that, just like many other royal reporters. When Harry is on his own, they report properly and fairly. The hate for Harry comes. Well, Harry was doing his thing for, what do you call this? Invictus. Right, comes when he is with his wife or leave to go back to his wife. A snake, there will be the effect of a sting to follow. Stand by. She's back on her meds. Phew. All right, next week. This might make some sense as well. I don't know. There is something with these people when they see black people. I guess black people are too humane for them. That comment might be right. It brings a very good point because I think Harry realizes that if they cannot be nice to his wife, then they're not gonna get him. And these people, they refuse. This is something that is ingrained in them. It is part of their DNA. That with their hate, I really don't know what any black person in the past has done to them for them to have that hateful kind of thing within them. So Harry's saying, if you can't accept my family, my wife, then you don't get me at all. But he understands that there are people, it's not all the Brits that are like that, and there are people, good Brits, that he wants to help. People he served with, he understands their issues when he talks to them, when they leave their families behind and things like that. So when he talked to people, he listened. So it's like those people that he spoke with, their issues become part of his kind of being. I don't know how to explain it. So he does pay attention. But with the haters, the media, which he has said is the media that is racist. So he's not playing their games. All right. But anyway, yeah, the media in the UK, because they have that projection. They want to continue spreading the hate. They have a mission for the entire world to hate on black people. So anybody who has a hint of black in them, they want to make sure everybody knows not to like that black person. Like I've said in past videos, these people have created this hateful, like a skin person, a black skin person is like a passport for people to hate on. So they continue with their nonsense. And Harry doesn't see it that way. All right, but let's get back to the original recording. When you start thinking about these issues, you take them deeper. You could sort of see the microaggression, the way they shuffle through these issues. All right, let's get back to the original recording. It's the squad making fun. Whenever humanly, spiritual kind of thing appear in front of these racists, they go berserk. They can't be themselves anymore. Their true self, their evil spirit come out. I don't know. I'm just saying, because I don't know. She does not flinch, but you people's Prince Harry knew precisely what he was doing. We are in public, sir. All right, 10 seconds. Is there music? Okay, there's a music. Look at him. Meghan was like, come on, not here. Look how they easily deflect. Let's assume this is what Meghan is saying, like, don't touch the button, not in public, people taking pictures. Let's assume this is what Meghan is saying here. Look how easily she make it flawlessly without, create chaos. Like the others. Look at Harry. Look at the thumb. Come on, not here. All right, so there's that. Hand on butt is the new sexy. You go, Harry. His cheeky grin is everything. Yeah, remember when Will tried to touch Kate, so he couldn't? Ouch. They do it vice versa too, the other one too. All right, he knew what he was doing. See his face? The girl is mine. Prince Harry 2025. All right, so there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. There was a tweet the squad put side to side. This video and one with William and Kate. All right. Okay, so this one I saw, it has to do with Spanish royals and the spare, how they treat the spare. They treated Prince Harry the same way. Now tomorrow when this girl will say she is leaving, they're gonna pretend they love or care about her. I'll come back to okay, let me just read this so I don't come back to it. Okay, stop this. If you don't follow the Spanish royal family, you shouldn't spread lies, editing videos, making it seem like Sophia is loveless when that is not the case. There are many other videos that show how much Sophia is loved and always treated with love and respect. I don't follow them, so I don't know. So maybe this one might be true, but I don't know. Yep, it will be her time to shine once she's over that pretty shit. They literally treat her like she's annoying them. All right, recollection may vary, will be misused. There's a laugh here. It's the same in all the royal families. The heirs are always treated better than the spares. I know Leonor is the heir, but this is just not right. As a parent, treating one child better than the other is just so wrong, especially when it's done publicly. All right, so let's watch this one here. All right, so there's that. Is there music?
Why is Princess Leonor respected while Infanta Sofia is slighted? King Felipe's gesture planted the seeds of unfairness. He doesn't allow Sofia to walk ahead of Leonor. Look, he deliberately ignores Sofia in front of him. Then he takes Leonor's hand and walks ahead of Sofia. In photos, Sofia doesn't even dare to stand near him. Occasionally, Sofia is seated beside Felipe. Leonor leans against Letizia, but Sofia is too afraid to get close to Felipe. Over time, Sofia willingly yields her place to Leonor. Felipe happily places his hand on Leonor's shoulder. He even fixes Leonor's hair himself. This rule has lasted for 15 years. She can no longer even stand beside Felipe. She has endured much unfair treatment. No one notices when she is slighted. Later, when shaking hands, she is very cautious. Even more heartbreaking, her mother doesn't love her either. She speaks to Letizia, but gets...
That part about the mother doesn't love, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. It may be the protocol, okay? The heir is supposed to stand by this, but the mother loved the other one less. I don't think so. I don't think so. This part I'm not gonna agree. But with the placement, you see the father is showing more affection than I see it, but it's just protocol. Okay. The love, I don't know. I have a comment somewhere.
It's no response. Letizia often turns her back to her. She is even reprimanded in public. Letizia even forbids Sophia from doing 3 things. First, Sophia cannot stand up straight. She must keep her arms crossed in front of her. Because she is too tall, she might steal the spotlight from Letizia and Leonor. Second, Sophia never gets to speak alone in public. She has never spoken at the Princess of Asturias Awards, and it is always Leonor who presents the awards. Finally, Sophia can only wear...
That I could understand. The heir is giving the award because that's gonna be her job. That I understand. I may not agree with it, but I understand.
...plain clothes, but Leonor's outfits are more colorful. Do you think this is fair?
It's subjective. Terrible parenting, there's that. I don't know, okay?
Why is Princess Leonor...
I don't have much to say. There's a comment I wrote. Let me go look for it regarding that particular thing. Alright, so this is the same video. Someone had retweeted it and I respond to it. This is my response. 6 people like it. Perhaps now the people should start cheering, backing, asking, demanding more for all spares. Heirs are already destined, well off, taken care of. People should now ask to see the spares too. That way, the archaic institution can start preparing a role for the spares. Just saying. I mean, I'm not in that world. And it's a bit different for her because she's a woman. Unlike what Prince Harry's doing. You know, I don't know. She has to find... Harry is like the perfect example for all spares. Okay? Start carving out your own path. Okay? If your family is willing to work with you, that would be great. You could still do your thing without overshadowing your sister or the heir. That way, when you are in office, it will benefit all. It would be nice to have the support of the sister, the heir, of whatever the spare is doing. If William had supported Harry in things that he's doing, do you know how great William would have been looked at? But the freaking envy and jealousy, all of those nonsense that he's displaying, he make him look bad. And I hope what's happening with the royal family, the UK royal family, other royals are paying attention. Modify your ways. That way, you know, you don't fall in the same pit or get rid of all of you anyway. No monarchies. All right, next tweet. Opinion. The Duke of Sussex strength of character should have British politicians hanging their heads in shame. By will. Okay. What is that? Is that an article? Okay. I don't want to click on it. By taking on Trump, Harry is a stronger voice for the UK than his father. Alright, the first line was absolutely not necessary. Okay, yes, after years of fairly tiresome self-absorption and whining, Prince Harry is back where he belongs, expressing himself in a way that chimes with the British public. Harry was speaking for himself. And like he said, he sit over on, he speak up. Okay, he said it clearly in his speech. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a soldier who understands service, as a humanitarian who has seen the cost of conflict, and as a friend of Ukraine who believes the world must not get used to war or numb to its consequences. Wow, is the UK media actually now waking up and speaking the truth? 1000%. 100%. Okay. 1001%. He is his mother's son, the same Prince Harry profiting the shareholder in Ukraine. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna spend time reading this, but you do your thing. Misinformation. So there's all of that. Let me move on. I really don't want to make another video. It seems like I think there's a thread I wanted to look at. I have one more for this video, so let's listen to this. What happened when a man who doesn't have enough money goes into a restaurant owned by these invaders and asks for food? Okay, so this has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan or Harry and Ukraine. Let's listen. It's almost 2 minutes.
We are being invaded from within, and the enemy has an evil design.
How much for a plate of rice? Just rice. Because I only have $1 on me right now. $1? I know.
For rice?
Is that too little? How much would it be?
You want a sandwich? Do you want me to make you a sandwich? I can pay for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I only have $1 though.
It's okay, don't worry. Do you want to eat chicken or beef?
You sure?
Yeah.
Thank you. Chicken would be amazing.
Chicken, okay, you can have a sip. I'm gonna do that.
Why?
I'm gonna bring the food for you.
But why are you doing it for me?
That's okay.
I didn't think you were gonna give me a sandwich. Why?
It's okay, it's okay. I'm gonna do it.
Thank you.
Do you like your sandwich spicy or regular?
Oh, whatever's easier for you.
Whatever you like.
Regular's fine. Thank you. Thank
Just
you.
take a drink.
Are you
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
Okay, don't worry. There you go. That's some napkins for you. So,
What's your name?
Zainab.
I'm Zachary.
I got your
Okay.
hand. I'm sorry.
It's nice to meet you.
Thank you very much and have a good day.
Are you sure?
Yeah, take a moment.
Do you believe in paying it forward?
Like I believe in it, but it's okay, don't worry.
Did you know today's World Pay It Forward Day?
Oh, I never heard about this before.
First person who's gonna be kind to me, I had a gift for you. $1,000.
You don't have to do
Yes.
that. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
You just donate almost every month?
You donate every month?
Yes.
Where do you donate to?
Back home.
People in need.
Where's home?
This video makes me so angry. Marco Rubio needs to look into this woman and this restaurant, close them down and deport them. How dare she feed Americans? Or at least that's what MAGA would have you believe. But this is the reality of Islam in America. Go to any Muslim shop and they'll treat you the exact same way. Why? Because it's in the religion and it's in the culture. So my question to you is, have you ever met a Muslim in real life?
Okay.
We are be-
What is it? Those other churches could learn from that as well. Because I think a couple months ago, this lady was calling churches asking for formula for her baby and things like that. Majority of them turned her down, with the exception of some. Maybe I don't remember the number of black churches who helped her. And then later on, I think the churches that helped her had a lot of donation after that. But the others, the MAGA church, nope, they turned them away. They didn't even bother. All right, this is the last one that I have here. Was it BBC 16-minute Harry interview? All right, let's see here. At BBC News, why did you cut this part out? If you are reporting something, why try and hide part of it? If you have nothing to hide, then why not show this part? Okay, I don't remember what this is about.
Mixed race couples around the world, that the white side of the family would wonder whether talking openly about it or amongst themselves, what the kids are going to look like. The key word here was concern, as opposed to curiosity. Mixed race couples around the world, that the white side of the family would wonder whether talking openly about it or amongst themselves, what the kids are going to look like. The key word here was concern, as opposed to curiosity.
All right. The BBC is a disgrace. That was back in 2023. Why did it come under my timeline? The BBC is a disgrace. I'm glad more people are waking up to the fact that they are on the same level as British tabloid. The BBC has fallen so far because they are the royal family's puppet. BBC could absolutely report on the network error and failing to work the entire clip. So I have something regarding a thread. Let me see what it is about, if I should do another video about it. Okay. So maybe I'm gonna do another video. It will be much shorter. Is to highlight these. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it might be for our Port of Pew service. All right. So that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.